This is 219 News Now, brought to you by Strachan Van Til, making lives easier for 95 years.
I'm Andrew Garcia, and this is your 219 News Now. Project Outreach Prevention had its $3 million Department of Justice grant for violence intervention programs abruptly terminated, impacting in-school initiatives in Gary, Hammond, East Chicago, and Maryville. The grant cut is part of Donald Trump's efforts to reduce federal spending affecting various community violence intervention programs nationwide. The grant had supported crucial programs like conflict resolution skills and peer mentoring, leaving organizations like POP to rely on fundraising to continue their efforts. Lakeshore Public Media is facing severe financial challenges after state lawmakers unexpectedly cut funding in response to declining tax revenue. Lakeshore Public Media is grappling with a 30% cut to its budget, leading to cost reductions and efforts to secure alternative sources of support. The cuts could impact local programming, jobs, and the ability to provide essential services like emergency alerts and educational content, prompting concerns about the future viability of public broadcasting in the state. Cleveland Cliffs plans to idle its Riverdale steel mill in the Calumet region, resulting in about 300 workers being laid off, including 240 union steel workers. The decision is due to the insufficient demand and pricing for the products produced at the facility. The idling is part of a larger trend, as Cleveland Cliffs has also idled other facilities in Pennsylvania and Michigan, impacting hundreds of workers. The union is working to help displaced workers find jobs at other Cleveland Cliffs facilities in Indiana. And in sports, Friday night was rivalry night in Munster. The Mustangs took on reigning 4A state champion Lake Central on the baseball diamond. Here's a look at that game.
It's the game that lights up Northwest Indiana. Lake Central hits the road to take on arch-rival Munster. The Mustangs in search of a sixth straight win. The Indians, meanwhile, are trying for a third consecutive victory, and the visitors come out aggressive. Top one, a man on for Ryder Fernandez. The senior bounces one to the right side. The Mustangs take the out at first while LC takes the run. Tribe strikes first as Jacob Fig comes in to score. Moving to the bottom of the second, Munster threatens. Luke Zelaya grounds one through the left side for a hit. Danny Schasberger rounds third base and heads home with the equalizer. It's 1-1. Top of the third, Jack Kunis looks for a strong inning. The sophomore holds the offense in check as he strikes out the side. We are still deadlocked at ones. That, though, changes in the top of the fourth. Drew Costiba drills a no-doubter to left field that sails over the fence. The solo shot gives LC the lead right back at 2-1. Munster keeps the Indians in check, and in the fifth, the Mustangs go to work. Donovan Craig shoots one down the opposite line. Zelaya turns on the burners and races around with Munster's second run of the game. We are tied once again as Craig ends up at third base. Moments later, Nate Southwell takes a page out of Craig's book and goes the other way. The freshman comes in with another run. Munster takes its first lead of the night. One inning later, the home team looks to pad its lead. Kobe Shelton squares and drops one down. The senior hustles up the line as the Indians throw it away. Zach Wright stops at second base and then has to restart the engines to score. The senior sprinting for the plate. Munster adds another run after that on a sac fly, and that is more than enough in this one. The Mustangs complete the comeback and knock off the defending 4A champs 5-2.
To read up on more local news and headlines, visit jed-tv.com and nwi-com. I'm Andrew Garcia, and this has been your 219 News Now.